Hi everybody! So I'm going to continue doing looks from Beyonce's music videos. Today I'm going to do this look from mine. Sorry the resolution's so bad, but with the dark blue and brown. Basically I'm going to be pulling colors from Urban Decay's Mariposa palette, Urban Decay's Vice palette, sorry for the dirty mirror, and Sigma's Cream de Couture palette for this. So I'm going to start off putting on Too Faced Shadow Insurance all over the lid and up to the brow bone. Just my fingers, not a big deal. I already have my eyebrows done, so we're not going to do that step. And then I'm going to take Unhinged from the Vice palette, which looks like that. It's just a shimmery blue color, and a flat brush, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. Let's change the lighting. Oh, there we go. You can see that better. Yeah, so we're just going to put this all over the lid, or all. We can always clean up any mistakes. Okay? So then I want to take, you can take a dark blue or a dark purple and a fluffy brush. I'm using this dark purple here, and I'm taking a fluffy brush that has kind of a pointed end and getting it on my brush, and then I'm gonna put it in the inner and outer corners to kind of give that dark gradient effect. Try to keep it out of the center. Then just kind of work it in like a C and a backward C shape, I guess, around the edges. And then you can kind of go over the top to define your crease a little bit. For attempting. And then I'm going to take, I really wish that I had Fresh Water by MAC, because that color is perfect for what I want to do next. So if you have that color, use it, but I can't find it right now. So instead I'm going to use Chaos by Urban Decay, which is a darker matte blue, and I'm going to take a kind of fluffy flat brush and pack on a lot of color and just go over that purple that I put there and just pat it on, especially in the corners. Okay, and the color will be a lot darker if you pat it instead of sweeping it. And just keep in mind again, the shape that you want your eye to be. There we go. You can kind of just clean up any excess around your eyes. Okay. And then I'm going to take this color, Gunmetal, which is kind of like a shimmery gray-black, to smoke out the edges more. And then, again, that pointed brush. I'm just using a little bit. It's not... Sorry, this mirror is super hard to open, this Sephora VIP mirror. I'm just using a little bit to kind of, again, get that effect I'm looking for. I'm just kind of taking it up into the crease a little bit. Now I'm going to do the other eye. And again, I'm just kind of putting it where the dark blue and light blue meet and just sweeping it out. just a little bit, and kind of starting to create that shape that I'm looking for. Okay, so now I'm going to take this holographic brown green color. It's a pigment. It's L'Oreal HIP High Intensity Pigments in Intrepid, which is number 914. I'm just taking a little bit. This can be really messy, but because pigments, you know, they get everywhere. So I'm just taking a little bit and tapping the excess off into the lid. And then I'm just gonna kind of leave this shape that I've created, the smoky part, I'm gonna kind of leave that alone. And obviously I got none of that on this brush. So I'm gonna kind of go almost all the way up to my brows with this color. I just started where the smoky part starts, just so my shape doesn't get out of control. And again, just kind of get that, the shape that I'm really looking for. There is no happy medium with this light. I'm telling you. No happy medium. Sorry. Oh, that's kind of good. So you can kind of see what's going on there. Okay. And then I want to take more of that gray and that fluffy brush. This gray. Gunmetal. And kind of redefine the smoky part. So you're just putting it in the outer corner. And I'm using kind of circular motions because I want to keep it pretty controlled. And I'm going to also use a little bit of Occupy, which is like a gray-blue shimmer glittery color. And just put that right in the corner. So then you get a little bit more definition. Then, just because I want the center to pop a little bit more, I'm going to take NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, which is white, but you can take any white cream base. And I'm just going to kind of draw over where I have the light blue. And I'm just really patting it so that it's not super harsh. I'm going to do that on both sides. Try to get them as even a shape as you can on both sides. It doesn't super matter because we're going to cover it. And then I'm going to take Chaos again, or I'm sorry, Unhinged, in the Urban Decay palette, which was the first blue color that I used, and back on that flat brush. And I'm just gonna pat the blue on it. And I definitely made this a lot wider than I wanted it, so when you do it, keep it vertical. I can just go in and correct with the other blues that I used. And when you blend it inward instead of outward. Then again, just do damage control with your darker colors. Oh, and now I'm just going in the corner with Occupy, that shimmery blue color. So I don't know if you can really see this, but like at this point I kind of have color under my waterline already, just from applying eyeshadow. But I'm going to take a similar blue that is lighter to the one that I put in the center, called Hate, with the flat brush. Just get a little bit on the tip of it and run that right under my lashes, as close as I can get it. But not actually on my waterline. And I'm also just kind of mixing it with the color that I put in the center of my lid. And then I'm just going to take that jumbo eyeshadow pencil again. And be super careful as I do this. I'm going to put the white on my waterline because she has a little bit of white there to open up her eyes. It's a lot easier to do this with a not jumbo eye pencil if you have one. Okay. And if you want to make the look darker, you can kind of just take your run-of-the-mill eyeliner and start in the center of your lash line on your top lashes and work it out into the corner. And just be as close to your lashes as you can and wiggle it back and forth. And just let the line get wider as you get into the darker colors in the corner. So then I'm going to take Re-Renewed by MAC and maybe add a little tiny bit of pink if you want. Just in the center of your lips. Doesn't really matter what color you use. And you're finished. Bye.